Hi friends, I have a story for you today called Measuring Penny. Measuring, what does that word mean? Oh, yes, that means you can see how long something is or how tall something is or sometimes even how much it weighs. This story called Measuring Penny is by Laureen Letty. Let's get started. I wonder what they're going to measure. Ooh, I see a doggy. They have a ruler next to them. Sometimes that's a tool you can use to help you measure things. All right, let's see. Oh, look at that doggy. He's playing with that measuring tape tug of war. That's not good. We don't want that to get broken. My name is Lisa, and my teacher says our next big homework project is to measure something. Measure something. I wonder what she's thinking about. There's so many things you could measure. Mr. Jason says we can measure anything, like a sofa or a TV or a doll. Here's the things that it says for their measuring homework. It says, measuring homework, due next Tuesday. Choose something to measure. Measure it in as many ways as you can. How tall it is or height, width, length, weight, how heavy or light, volume, temperature, time. Record your results, meaning write them down, including at least one comparison, like it's taller than this or it's heavier than this. Remember, when you measure, you have to have a number and a unit. So you might say 6 feet tall. You wouldn't just say it's 6 tall. So here's some examples. Look, this one says, how tall is the giraffe? How heavy is the giraffe? How small is the bird? Measuring helps us understand everything in the world. Non-standard units you could measure using paper clips. And those are actually what I brought over today to practice with you guys in a little bit. You could measure using paper clips. You could measure using pencils. Or sometimes people say inches and feet. Use your imagination. When I got home today, my dog Penny jumped all over me just like usual. I'm so happy to see you. Wow. Well, I could measure Penny for my homework. She's a Boston Terrier dog, and she's bigger than a pug, and she's smaller than a Cocker Spaniel. Ooh, I heard her. She used a comparison. Did you hear that? Bigger than a pug, but smaller than a Cocker Spaniel. That's comparing. She's about the size of a Shetland sheepdog. Penny, please stop drooling on my paper. Come on, Penny, let's go. We'll get a ruler and we'll run over to the park. Whoa, look at all the dogs here today. Hey, down, sit down. I can't believe how many dogs live around here. Wow, okay, I'll measure some of you guys too. We're supposed to use a standard unit. Standard means something on a ruler. So let me get my ruler and see how many inches your nose is. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. See how the 4 lines up? That's the end point. Stop licking my face. But then she lined up the nose of Penny. And look, the number 1 goes straight down to Penny. So Penny's is only 1 inch. Whereas this one is 4 inches. Look at the pug. The pug has a teeny tiny nose, so we might only say a 1/2 inch. And look at how she recorded those pieces. She recorded the nose, 1 inch, and now she's coming over here. Whoa, what is being measured on this side? Tails, you're right. I'll measure your tails with a non-standard unit. Like she's not going to use the ruler this time. She's going to use dog biscuits. So she's lining them up right next to each other to do her measuring. So Penny has a small tail. She has the shortest tail. 1 dog biscuit, that's it. But then here's a fox terrier. How many dog biscuits long is the tail? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is another dog. It's a mixed breed. How long is their tail? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dog biscuits. And look how they labeled it right after it. And then a greyhound has the longest tail, 10 dog biscuits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just notice here, guys, how all the dog biscuits are the same. She didn't use some big ones and some small ones. Whatever you use to measure with, you must use the same thing the whole time. Now I'll measure your ears. I'll measure it with another non-standard unit, cotton swabs. Look, she's going to put it next to him. Oh, don't wiggle so much. I got to see your ear. The pug has half of a swab. Penny's ear is 1 swab tall. We would say tall because it sticks up. Although the Basset Hound's ears go long, they hang down. So you might say 3 swabs. Look, 1, 2, 3. They're right next to each other. Now let's see how wide your paw prints are. I'll turn over my ruler and we'll measure it with another standard unit, centimeters. This one is 5 centimeters. This one is 2.5 centimeters. This one is 3 centimeters. Penny's paw print is 3 centimeters. I see her name right there. See how the paws are here, but then this is underneath? 4 centimeters is the Cocker Spaniel. Oh, there you go, so you can see it. Oh my goodness. I want to see how tall you are. Everybody, sit, so I can measure. She's using standard measurement. 1 foot is this little doggy. 2 feet is the Cocker Spaniel, this doggy. 3 feet is the Greyhound, this doggy. This mixed breed is 4 feet tall, a little bit taller. Here's Penny over here. She's 18 inches. She's 1.5 feet tall. Let's see how high you can jump. Penny can jump all the way up to my waist. I wish I could use myself to measure with. Oh, I could. Let's do that. Penny can jump to my waist. The Basset Hound can jump to my knees. I'm using my body to measure. Fox Terrier can jump as high as my shoulders. The Greyhound jumped over my head. Oh my gracious, that's a big jump. The Shetland Sheepdog can jump up to my chest. And then the pug, these two, they really don't jump. They don't jump. And I measured with me. There's no scale here in the park, so I can't really weigh anything to see how heavy. Oh, wait, let's go use the seesaw to see how heavy Penny is compared to the other dogs. The seesaw is down on Penny's end, so she's heavier than the pug. Heavier. But now, whoa, wait a minute. Penny's end is up because she's lighter than the Cocker Spaniel. Now look at that. What do you notice? What do you notice here? The seesaw is balanced, so she weighs the same as the Shetland Sheepdog. They're equal. Heavy, light, equal. You look thirsty, Penny. We better go home and get you a drink. Bye, everybody. But wait a minute. Let's stop in the bathroom so I can weigh you and put you on the scale. Whoa, look at that. You're exactly 16 pounds. Now let's go to the kitchen and get you some water. Mr. Jason says volume is the amount of space something fills, like water in a cup. So what volume of water do you want? A cup? A pint? A quart? Or a gallon? Or maybe just a tablespoon or a teaspoon? How thirsty are you, Penny? She looks pretty thirsty. You drank a cup of water already today. I'll give you another cup now, too. I bet you're also hungry. You can, no. You can't have the whole bag of dog food. I'll give you a half a cup. Sometimes Dad and I make homemade dog biscuits for you like a treat. We measure the ingredients so they taste good. I mean, at least to you know who. I wouldn't want to eat them. Here's their recipe they're following to make sure they can have the best dog biscuits. I'm going to allow Penny to stay around all day Saturday to measure how much time I spent taking care of her. Here's a schedule. Wake up 6 o'clock. 6 to 7, patrol house. 7 o'clock, bark to wake up everybody. 7:05, quick walk. 7:10, eat breakfast. 7:20, beg, please can I have that extra scrap? Oh, howl at 8 o'clock when Mom goes out. 8:10, take a nap. 8:45, nibble on my dog biscuit. And then over here in the afternoon, 12 noon, eat lunch. 12:15, take a nap. 1 o'clock, chew or gnaw on my bone. 1:15, investigate that weird noise that's in the basement. 2 o'clock, Nap or take a snooze for a while. 2:30, bark and run in circles. 2:35, go for a long walk. 3:45, carry the newspaper in. 4 o'clock, watch cartoons. And now look, Penny made a list of taking care of Penny. Penny made a list of how long it takes. It takes 10 minutes to feed her, 15 seconds to brush her. She has short hair. Walking her, 5 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the afternoon, 10 minutes at night. Play with her a half an hour to an hour every day. And even there's certain chores I have to give her once a week, like a bath and clipping her toenails. I'll measure how quickly Penny can run to different places. She can get from her bed to the kitchen, whoop, in 6 seconds. Across the backyard, 4 seconds. Round the block, 5 minutes. To the park, 7 minutes. To my bus stop to see me after school, 15 seconds. Temperature is important for Penny. She doesn't like when things are too hot or too cold. That's too cold. She doesn't want that ice cream. Penny likes to go on longer walks when the weather is nice. So this says 60 degrees, meaning the temperature's nice. She really likes to go. In fact, you could almost tell the temperature outside just by looking at her. How does she feel here? Hot. You're right. It's 80 degrees outside, which is warmer. Look at her here. Do. She likes it. 60 degrees. Oh, look, 40 degrees. She has her jacket on. She's just kind of walking. She's not quite as happy as she is here. Look at her here. How does she feel? Cold, because it's 20 degrees. And look at 0. She doesn't even want to go outside. She goes outside maybe real quick to go pee, but maybe not for a walk that day because it's too cold. Let's see what else. We got to turn this project in. The last thing I'm going to measure with Penny is money. Mom looked through a checkbook to help me figure this out. We decided Penny's kind of expensive. The cost of having Penny, you have to buy the puppy, $275. Her food for a year, $400. The vet taking her to the doctors, $120. Toys, collar, $75. But she's worth it. I love having Penny. She saves a burglar alarm. She barks. That saves us $1,000. She saves me exercise machine. I don't have to buy it. I just take her for a walk. And as entertainment, I just play with her after school. And she gives me so much love all day long, like $1 million. I'm sure Mr. Jason will give me a good grade on this measuring project. Penny, maybe we should change your name to Million, because you love me millions and millions. Thanks for reading Measuring Penny with me. And before I go, I just want to remind you, if I wanted to measure how long this book was, I could use paper clips to measure. Can I start right here, just like this? Right here, and just line them up and just keep on going. What do you think? Can I keep going, keep on going? What do you think? Did I start at the right point? No, Zero the hero. Look, we didn't start at the end point. Move them down. Remember, we have to start right where whatever you're measuring starts. That's my start point. And now look, do I still need another one? I do, so let's try that. Oh, and I made it right to the end point. So how many paper clips long would you say the book is? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 paper clips long. But wait a minute. Could I have done this? I'm just curious. You guys help me out. Could I have gone like this? 1, 2. Ooh, now I'm going to use this one. And maybe I'm going to use this one now. What do you think? Can I use those instead? No, I can't, because look at this. These 2 paper clips are not the same. This one is shorter and this one is longer. So my measurement is not the same. Watch if I use those 2 now. Watch this. Remember we said 6 paper clips long. Let's try. I'm going to use these 2, whatever I want. Now count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. That's a different number. Remember, whatever you choose to measure with, it has to be the same the whole time. So if I'm going to measure with this size paper clips, I have to use it the whole time. If I want to measure with these paper clips, I have to use them the whole time. I cannot use both. That mixes it up and our measurement is not just right. And when you measure, you need it to be just right. Thanks for reading Measuring Penny with me. See you soon.